clear the old windpipe there. All right. Welcome everyone to Cornelia's Most Wanted, where only the finest criminal. Fuck, I already.
Wait, what?
Where only the finest criminals live in. Welcome back to Final Fantasy IV Omnia, where last episode, Kuja appeared from out of the airships, and he was like, "Hey."
I miss Kuja.
He was like, "Hey." First, he had came to the group saying that the Dragon Queen has a message for Miss Vesta, and after like quite the, I guess, talk or argument, whatever you would like to call it, he had sent soldiers after them to kind of just keep them distracted. But after all that kind of died down, they went to go find an old professor named Falcone, in which they were told the old history of the old Warrior of Light from about 2,000 years ago. Maybe 1,000, I forget. Yeah, we'll just say 2,000 years ago. And that's where these murals came from. I will quickly run through them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, okay. There we go. And after being shown these murals, they had gotten pretty much a little bit of information. They pretty much gotten a little bit of clarification on the inspiration for the first book. But we're not on that anymore. They left Ravenaster to burn in the heck, to burn in heck. So they have arrived in Cornelia, in which they went to go talk to King Cornelia while he was inventing a new board game called Tic-Tac-Toe. During his Tic-Tac-Toe game, they went to him and they wanted to request some soldiers to come with them to kind of aid them if shit were to hit the fan. And due to the soldiers leaving to go find the princess, they could not do that. But if they really need dire help, then they can call on Cornelia for, assistance. But that's where we left off. The gang had, after that, they kind of had, they went back to the airship to have a good old nappy time. But now it's about, I'd say, we'll just say the old same 10 o'clock or so, a.m. And yet again, who is gonna be the first guy to wake up? Who would wake up at around this time?
I'd say Nyx would probably be up already, just kind of cleaning the gun blades and their pistol. Probably not leaving their room, but still just kind of like probably be awake for maybe about an hour or so at this point, but yeah. I've been out of this for like a couple of weeks, man. This is weird.
All good. So yeah, you're just sitting there, I guess, you tinkering, fucking Christ. Yep, English has left my vocabulary. You're just, okay, you're sitting there doing your thing, and you do hear a soft knock at your door.
Yes?
It's Wedge. Could you, come on out, please?
All right, give me a sec. I'm gonna put like all my tools down, holster the pistol at the very least, walk over, open the door.
Okay.
What is it, Wedge?
Alright, so before I get into this, would anyone else be awake at this time?
What time is it?
About 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, yeah, Jesus, yeah.
Alright. Would you kind of be like out... Oh, say again?
Ruvik's awake.
Okay. Would he be like out and about in like the city, or would he be out and about on the ship, or would he just be in his room?
I can see him sitting on the ship of the deck, just fiddling away.
Okay, cool.
Doing bod things.
Alright, you're tuning your loot. But,
This better not involve the baguettes, dude.
He has his buckets. They're beside him.
Alright. Alright, before we carry on, anyone else? Just as the last call.
You can go first if you want.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Vesta would be in the like kind of community room with Kenai.
Alright, so you would see this. Alright. And you,
Frank would be up as well. I think probably in his room, putting his armor on and getting things ready.
Alright. So, okay. So back to you, Nyx. Nyx, you at first you look up, you just open the door and you don't see anyone. But then I guess like you look down and then you're like but Wedge is there. He's like, okay, so I have been told that you all needed to go to Bermicia for something. So I was just kind of coming over here to wake you up and seeing on whenever you guys wanted to leave off.
Right. I'll check with the others. I'll call you on the link part when we're ready.
Alrighty then. I'll be in the city. And
sounds good.
Alright, he kind of walks off. And you do see Vesta there in the community room, like with a cat. But other than that, yeah, you really don't see anything. And he kind of leaves off and he goes up the ramp to the top deck.
I'm gonna walk over to Vesta. And just kind of walk over and be like, "Hey."
Hey, good morning.
How you holding up?
As well as I can,
Look, I know that, to be fair, I've probably been a little more out of it the last, I don't know, couple days. To be fair, I kind of lost track of time at this point. But if there's anything that you need to talk about, you can tell me, or to be fair, any of us for that matter.
I know, it's just, the way the Dragon Queen has sort of targeted me for this meeting is freaking me out.
No, I get that, and sometimes trying to, and like, I admit I don't entirely know the feeling in itself, but I will say that whatever the case may be, I'm sure that we can figure it out for sure, and I don't know, we'll just make sure that damn bitch doesn't get anything she wants.
I mean, yeah. I mean, for all we know, she could be lying through her teeth about having any useful information, so guess let's just keep our guards up and try not to get killed.
I wouldn't trust her as far as I could shoot her, but actually, scratch that. I'd shoot her anyway. You are right. We do need to be cautious, because we've seen what she's capable of. We know how far she's willing to go. I mean, she went as far as to kill Artemis to make sure that she gets what she wants.
That's true. I mean, if she does actually have my mom, let's just I I don't know, try to make sure she survives before we resort to violence towards the Dragon Queen.
I'm sure we'll do what we can, and helping you is by far one of our priorities among trying to save the rest of the damn world, but I will say that if I do end up getting a chance to go after the Dragon Queen, I will take the shot.
I can't blame you after what she's done, you know.
It's weird, because you would think that I wouldn't be as attached to an alternate version of myself as I am, but... And Nyx just kind of takes the pistol out and just kind of holds it as they're talking. Is just like, in those last moments, when I first started to realize that Warriors of Darkness weren't our enemies, I guess I started to actually see the person behind the shadows, for lack of better words. And to be fair, I still never really forgave her for shooting a damn cannon in my face, but to a certain extent, both of us were the same in one regard. We do it whatever it takes for the people we care about.
We'll make sure her efforts don't go to waste. And for the record, if you had a cannon, you would be shooting everyone within sight, too.
Nyx just kind of chuckles and is like, only those who deserved it. But you're not entirely wrong. Look, I guess what I'm really trying to say is that, in some weird way or another, the four of us are kind of like a family to a certain extent, and we're just kind of there for each other in strifes and chaos and stress and whatnot. And when we were in Shinra at my father's estate, my estate, I guess, you all were there for me, and I guess now it's my turn to be there for you.
I appreciate that. This is certainly the most family I've had in a while.
I'm right there with you. Honestly, ever since I wound up with you guys, things just sort of slowly made their way to seeming better. I mean, I spent an entire year on my own. I didn't really trust much of anyone. And to be fair, when we first met, I didn't really trust any of you. And look at us now. We faced several different foes together. We've reformed my family into something that I hope will be less of a stain on the history of Elian, at least for the history of Shinra and Midgar, but I trust you, all of you, including that baguette-wielding bard.
Ruvik?
He's just in the background noticing that he's being looked at and like waves his baguette.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, yeah, Ruvik, yes, you do hear that. Because you are on top deck, so you can't hear it.
Yeah.
He just waves his baguette smiling with his like mouth stuffed with bread.
It's good to know those baguettes are on our side.
I still don't understand why he still has those, but regardless, I'm sure we'll have many other adventures along together, and right now I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have these adventures with.
It is kind of weird, you know. This is the most danger I've been in my life, and somehow I feel safe with this group.
I mean, you have Franklin, who I'm still gonna tease as to being gay, which, I don't know, it's a little weird, but it's fun. You've got a baguette-wielding bard. You've got the head of a Magitech corporation. Honestly, any other sane person would be terrified, most likely. More so of me and Ruvik. I don't know really about Franklin. He's too much of a sweetheart.
Oh my god.
You're not wrong. He doesn't really look like he can hurt a fly.
Bro.
But regardless, for the most part, we're all just a band of prophesized heroic misfits.
And as you say that, from out of the shadows, seemingly, from a different corner of the I guess the communication room, the area that you guys are in, and out of the darker corner, you hear the rattling of armor, kind of, and you see Evangeline walk up, and she's like, "You all might be the misfits, but I'm just fine."
It says the dragon lady that continuously gets drunk with a spear right next to her.
You can't prove anything.
Well, maybe I should just get a hold of your army buddy to see if he can collaborate.
I'd rather you not. He is a specific kind of man, and he's busy.
Right.
Anyways, don't we have a job to do? She said, and as she's saying that, she's like kind of walking up deck. And
Right.
silence that.
Right. Wedge said that he's about ready to have us all shipped up to Promessia.
Didn't know she was that excited to meet the Dragon Queen.
Well, if she was an actual Queen of Dragons, maybe, but I mean, she's... Dragon Queen's just... I don't know, I'm still confused as to what she is. As far as I'm concerned, there's still no way that she would have sentience of any kind.
Well, who knows how this meeting's gonna turn out? Maybe we'll get more information about her.
I hope so. And even if we don't, I'll shoot her, drag her machinated corpse to the ship, and I will analyze the ever-living hells out of it.
That is terrifying. I'll support it.
Alright then. You know, actually, speaking of which, where is Franklin?
Alright, so we'll actually cut that, and we'll cut to Franklin in his room. Franklin, good buddy old pal, what you doing in your room? You said that you were awake, correct?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, briefly take some time, just suit up, get my sword, and walk out.
Alright, so seemingly, it's like the whole speak of the devil kind of thing. He walks out of the room. He walks out of the room. You can see his armor is, like, he checks his armor and stuff. But yeah, Franklin, you are out in the open. and you all see him.
Well, that was ironically timed.
You know, I'm always one to make an entrance. Good morning.
Morning. Wedge said that he's got pretty much everything set up to head over to Bemesia. We all feeling ready?
I think I am, for the most part. Vesta?
I think I am.
Ruvik with bread in his mouth.
How have you not run out of that?
I buy more.
Oh, so that's where you just
That answers every question.
How much gil have you spent purely on baguettes?
Not much.
I mean, surely he gets a loyal customer coupon.
Yeah. But I do still have one of the originals, and he like pulls out one of the original baguettes and hits it against the wood, and it's just like donk donk donk. It's really hard.
I'm guessing that's the one you used to bonk people with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ruvik, if I go down to the cargo hold and there are just crates of baguettes,
Don't go down there. Don't.
all right. Now, do we have an actual strategy or plan as to what to do as soon as we hit Bemesia?
I was gonna ask the same thing, because, well, the invitation that she gave to Vesta, well, it did say that Vesta specifically was requested, but it didn't say she had to come alone.
Right, that's true. There's the possibility that the Dragon Queen might be a little hesitant to see the rest of us.
Do you reckon that maybe one or two of us can, like, watch from a distance? Or, I don't know if, Vesta, you want to bring one or two of us with you to meet her?
I mean, she didn't specify how many people could go. I wouldn't mind if we all walked in there as a intimidating group, but, you know, as long as we're trying to avoid traps.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind trying to keep an eye on things from a distance. I still have my musket. I can be sure to keep an eye on things, make sure that there aren't going to be many surprises and whatnot, but aside from myself and Vesta, does anyone else have any other range-like capabilities in case there is a possibility that Vesta needs to walk to the Dragon Queen on her own?
I have invisibility, and I can just go with her.
Can you keep quiet while you do it?
Yes. I also have polymorph.
That might be useful. I will say the invisibility might be even more beneficial. In that case, we could at least conceal either you or Franklin alongside.
Although, I feel like, I mean, I am, like, willing to walk with her invisibly, but I don't know if, because my armor might make some noise, I don't know if invisibility affects sound.
Doubtful.
Oh no, Franklin's gonna have to walk naked.
Oh shit.
Surprise, Dragon Queen!
Oh my
That's gonna
god.
do shit to your AC.
I think the Dragon Queen, I don't know, that might defeat her because she might get all flustered.
Yeah, we just whip it
She's
out.
a robot,
and
she'll be
win.
fine.
God damn.
We'll also get
Nyx-
arrested, but it'll work.
That could be
Nyx
plan
just
B.
Nyx just kind of looks and is like, I'm in a similar situation as to Franklin, my almost would be a little too noisy for me to try and go stealth as well.
Polymorph.
I mean, that could work.
I
Oh,
could
wait.
turn you into baguettes. I mean, what?
I knew he was gonna say that. Goddamn.
I mean, the thing is, like, Nix, do you have a preference on, like, watching from a distance or going close up with us?
I think it would be better for those who are easier, who do more hand-to-hand combat, such as yourself, to be closer with Vesta. Not only that, if things go south, she's going to need some extra defense. And I am... All things considered, Franklin, you're the most defend-ish to be closer to her.
Alright. I think that's probably a solid idea. Although, is polymorph, is that concentration?
It is.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Polymorph is concentration, invisibility is concentration.
Huh.
But if I were to clone myself,
You can.
How would you do that?
What?
I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, unless you're an Echo Knight, I can't really think of any other way for that to work.
We could go find one.
I don't think they exist in Elliot. It's more of an
Okay.
Exandria thing. Seriously, it's more of an Exandria thing than anything, but whatever.
I mean, oh shit, sorry.
Oh, no. Sorry. I was about to
Yeah,
say, Evangeline kind of says, well, if you want someone who can look on from above, I can jump up and find a good vantage point to kind of keep tabs on what's going on.
That's smart.
I am, you know, the Dragoon lady. I can jump pretty high.
That's fair, and thankfully I don't need to be too close to be able to get a bead on anyone in there, specifically the Dragon Queen.
Ruvik, when you polymorph someone, are you only able to cast it on a single person?
I believe so.
Just one? Damn.
Also, when the hell did you get polymorph?
I had it the whole time.
Oh my god.
Had it for a while.
Yeah. Out of character, the only bard spell that I can think of that would be able to disguise multiple people, including the caster, that I think is also a concentration spell, is seeming. But
yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of only know this because I listen to freaking Vox Machina, and Scanlan does a bunch of annoying ass shit as a bard.
So Evangeline watches from on high. Nyx watches from a distance. Ruvik, did you want to walk with me and Vesta as well, or did you want to stay at a distance?
I don't mind. Where you guys want me and my baguettes.
Well, as much as I hate to say it, we want to make sure we don't try and provoke anyone immediately.
Yeah. I mean, who's to say she doesn't bring forces as well, just to back her up?
That's a fair point. And Kuja will probably be with her as well.
So, do you reckon
Kuja's gonna be there? Hold on, I want to come with him. He's gonna be there.
Wait. Repeat that again. I'm sorry. Wait. Just in case if I got that right. Hang on. Go ahead.
Cujo's the one that I shit talked the fuck out of, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And I said, oh, he's gonna be there. Oh, I want to be there too.
Oh. Okay. All right.
I mean, you could provide a good distraction.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm a great
That's-
distraction.
It's been
I
proven.
hate how accurate this is, but I suppose we can make that work. And
Aha!
This work, yeah.
if we're able to at least annoy Kuja, it might irritate the Dragon Queen to slip up on something. It's highly doubtful, but
I mean, anything to get her off her game, I feel like. But, okay. Evangeline watches from on high, Nyx watches from a distance. Ruvik comes and talks to Kuja. And,
Vesta will talk to the Dragon Queen, and you'll be the muscle to make sure that nobody goes squish.
To make sure I have that +3 to saving throws.
Exactly.
Alright. Sounds like a plan then.
As soon as we get to Venetia, we gotta make sure that link pros stay on so we all can hear each other.
Do you reckon we should...
What?
What was that?
Someone who's
That was-
really surprised.
That's my roommate. I was gonna say, do you reckon we should have a code word? But I mean, there's also the
What
thing
stuff?
that like.
Wait.
Okay.
What? Wait. What?
The code word. Fun
What?
stuff.
Oh my God. Jeez.
Okay.
'Cause
I
no
was
one
gonna
would
say
ever say that. So it works.
I was gonna say have the code word be Jenga, but okay.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
what was the code word again?
Fun stuff.
Oh my god.
Say butt stuff if anyone encounters any trouble.
Or pineapples.
What if the trouble is butt stuff?
Oh, then just say.
Yeah, you might need to keep away from Kuja for a while.
Yeah, I think the only person that would say that is Kuja as soon as you get involved.
Well, if anything, it would be foot stuff, considering you tried to climb onto
No!
him.
No!
We are terrible.
I mean, you did try to climb on him when he was floating up in the air, so you kind of had a glimpse.
Yeah,
of
That's
but not
true.
foot stuff. Jesus.
You had a glimpse of his feet.
Listen, Angel, just because you have a foot fetish.
I don't have a foot fetish.
Oh shit.
I don't know where you got that one from.
You brought up foot stuff.
That's fair.
I mean-
That checks.
Well, no, because I was saying because of Kuja, because like you climbed onto his, you hooked onto
That's
his.
very defensive.
Uh-huh.
Jesus Christ!
I'm digging you a hole.
All right,
All right.
you're not gonna fool me, Mister Butt Stuff.
Okay, guys.
I guess that's the code word. Okay.
Alright, butt stuff and shit goes shitty. Okay, bet.
Oh my God! All right, that was on purpose. Oh.
Everyone,
damn it,
I feel
Arlo.
like this is meant to be a serious session, and then there's me.
Oh,
doing it.
Nothing is a serious session when there's a bard or a warlock involved. Actually, no, scratch it. Bard, warlock, or sorcerer involved. Any one of those are chaotic as shit.
That's
Alright.
Right.
Party with Destiny?
To be fair, I still don't believe in destiny, and I still don't believe that this... I still don't believe the Dragon Queen is sentient. It's... I mean... I know I've said this before, but there's no way possible. Like, Magitechs have tried to figure stuff like this out for centuries, and have, no matter what, failed.
I mean, but I know, like, it's tried and true, but when we saw Midas's train,
That was a possession, and even then, that's skeptical at best.
who's who's to say? I mean, similar thing didn't happen with the Dragon Queen
That she's possessed?
or something. To answer a lot of questions.
It would honestly depend on. It would honestly depend on the core, her core, but
Evangeline kind of sits up and says, "So okay, before anything, do we all need to do we all need supplies or anything like that? Do we all need to stock up?"
that's a good point.
I still have supplies from the last time we went shopping.
I still have a good amount of potions as well, and I still have a couple of Phoenix Downs.
Oh, that might come in handy.
And I've got bombs.
I have baguettes. I have a bunch of potions of healing. I've got elixirs, and I've got the
Excuse me.
Phoenix down.
Nice.
I've got a total of 8 Mega Potions, 2 Phoenix Downs, and 2 X Potions. Jesus Christ.
Damn. Stacked.
Yes.
I've got I've got 10 Mega Potions, and I don't know if I'll need elixirs, but I think I'm set.
So, in that regards, I'd say we're all pretty decent in terms of potions. Oh yeah, I still also have a couple of spell scrolls.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
I forgot I had those.
Yeah, I have a first spell scroll.
Alright, so Evangeline's gonna be like, alright, so I have. The reason why I bring that up is because I have a few things I need to grab. So while you guys carry on, I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes.
Alright.
And so she goes up on top deck, and then you just see her jump up really high, and she doesn't come back down.
Yeah. So yeah, then Nyx kind of goes through their bag a little more and is like, I've got a few spell scrolls as well from one of the last few times we went shopping. I've got well, for one, I've got one of Ruvik's favorite spells.
Oh yeah, what?
I've got a spell scroll of Shadow. I've got a lightning bolt spell scroll, and I've got a scorching ray spell scroll.
Ooh. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, of course, and I also have my 3 marvelous grenades. Just pulls out one of the wonderfully explosives.
I mean, at the end of the day, if shit really hits the fan, we do have the Phoenix that we can summon.
That's true, and then we could also summon one of the other Shokan if necessary.
And don't forget, you also get a free Ruvik. You do get a free summon of Odin, considering since he wasn't used.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
big boy.
Yeah, you get to use
So-
Zantetsuken.
In terms of the Shokan, I'd say we're pretty well armed. In terms of everything else, I'd say we're as armed as we could be. To be fair, I don't think anyone's going to expect me to be using spell scrolls.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we have a solid plan going into it. Comes down to execution, though.
All right. Well, I suppose all we can do now is just wait for Evangeline to get back, and then head off to Bermesia.
And I'd say after about 2 minutes or so, like of you all like continuing to talk and different things like that. I was about to say Bermesia. Evangeline comes raining down like a fucking meteor, and she just comes down on top deck, and she runs down the to the commons area where you all are, and she says, "Look what I found!" Whilst looking around the different stores, and she pulls out a flyer, and it is a missing poster of Princess Angelica, and you do see her face up there. I don't have a picture of it, but I will soon. I promise. I don't have a picture of her. I didn't get a chance to sketch out a picture of her. So yeah, you do see a picture of Angelica. She is the same, like, I guess, she has the same, like, you know, appearance as the king told to you all. If you guys don't remember, it's like, she has, like, this, like, silverish hair, like the rest of them all do. Like, Sarah has the same hair color. But other than that, like, she has, like, fair skin and, just a very, I guess, royal, like, outfit on, along with the little crown on the top of her head. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. And then Evangeline says, "Oh, and I got my stuff."
Nice, and it's good to see that more notice of her missing is starting to spread. I'm sure the Crystal Guard will be helping out as much as they can in Shinra, seeing if they can find any clues, but with any luck, we might be able to kill a couple birds with a stone, but at this point, I'd say it's doubtful. We've got a lot on our plate already.
Oh yes, our entire checklist is all fucked. But I'm sure that hopefully these paths will kind of cross.
Honestly, it seems like the checklist is more like a deck of cards, and none of us are able to deal the hands.
Good analogy. But I have nothing else. But yeah, she just kind of, when she says "but," she just kind of just stays silent and just sits down.
Are we ready?
I believe so.
And you hear a small voice coming from the top. "You better be ready. I've been running this thing for a while now."
I just kind of look out. Is it Wedge?
It is Wedge.
I just kind of look out and I'm like, Wedge, I thought you said you had some stuff in town to get.
I already... Do you not realize how long you all were talking?
No, how long were we talking?
For about a good 20 minutes or so. So that's all I needed to do.
Shit, at first I thought you were going to say more like an hour or 3.
Or 3.
An hour.
I don't know. I've been out of it for a few days.
Yeah. So yeah. Are y'all ready to get this shit on the road?
Oh, I'm nervous as
I'd
shit.
say so.
Yes, I am as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just kind of pop back my head over to see Wedge again, and I'm like, laying the course for Bermesia.
You hear a bigger voice. You hear a deeper voice coming from the top, which is "Roger that." And they prep the ship. You know, you see all the you see the hatches open first of all, like from like under where the deck where you all are on, like underneath the top. You guys see that the hatches kind of blow open, and at the side of them you see wings and stuff pop out. You hear turbines going. This massive beast of a fucking airship lifts off, and yeah, you guys cross over to Bermicia. And I'd say you guys all land in the airship hangar around the place where the port is. So let me go ahead and pull that up. This is an old city map. There we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say the airship hangar where it, well, actually no, never mind. The old airship hangar would be here because that's where we were. That's where it was. So yeah, you guys like make it towards the back of the city. It's behind, I guess, the nicer area, more away from the slums. And you hear a voice call out, "All right, we've arrived. Now get your shit together."
Yeah, throughout the ship ride, Nyx went back into their room to grab a couple things. When they come out, you see, for the first time in a long ass time, Nyx has the bright eye rifle slung across their back.
Ooh.
The Eternal Wind pistol is still in its holster across the back of their waist, and two gun blades are still kind of sheathed at their side. Nyx just kind of heads back to the deck and is just like, "We all ready?"
Think we are.
I suppose so.
And by all means, after you.
I swear.
I suppose. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I was about to say two things. One, first of all, Nyx, with all those weapons, you're starting to look like a steampunk version of Furion. Furion, if you don't know, he's the protagonist of FF2, and he has an axe, a bow, 2 daggers, a sword, a fucking a spear. And I'm like, God damn, what do you need all those weapons for?
I mean, it's either that or I'm like Nox, just without the ability to disperse my weapons into a different dimension.
Knocked. Oh, yeah, fair. But the second thing I wanted to say is, yes, okay. So, Vesta, you remember from what Kuja told you that, the Dragon Queen, she says that, she wanted to meet you in the same place where you grew up, which would be the slums. So, if the airship hangar is somewhere around here where the nicer parts are, your stuff would be, where the fuck did it go? Yeah, there we go. Here, in the where you see a number 10 at.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So, considering how the city went last time we were here, I should probably disguise myself before we head over.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah.
So let me see. I do have disguise self, so I'm gonna cast that quickly. And I'm going to turn myself into not a completely different person, but just make my face like a bit longer and slimmer. I'll change my brown hair into like a longer blonde hair, and I'm gonna give myself. You can change your clothing with disguise self, right? Let me double check.
Is that can you?
Yeah, I'd say check description.
Oh yeah, clothing, armor, weapons, and everything else. Okay.
Rockin'.
So I'm also gonna make myself have matching armor to Evangeline, so I look like a dragoon.
Ooh, shit.
Wait, say again. I'm
Nice.
sorry.
I'm gonna give myself matching armor to Evangeline, so we look like matching little dragoons.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, you use this guy's self and you transformed into this long-faced, blonde-haired dragoon lady.
Alright. I suppose I'll lead the way.
Alright. So, okay, so you all, I'm assuming you guys are all following, so,
Yeah. Me
Alright.
at a distance. Like I'm probably gonna be like about 120 feet behind the group or so.
The range on the gun is wild.
And I've got the sharpshooter feat, so no disadvantage.
Oh my god. Of course.
alright, so, once you guys get up to this, okay, so as, Vesta's leading you guys to the, place of business, at this gate here, Evangeline's gonna be like, alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get in position. I'll be overhead, on one of the taller buildings in this sector.
Okay. Be careful and remember our code word.
I would rather die in a meteor accident, so, and then she jumps up meanwhile, and, she doesn't jump, but you can see her, like, hop on top of the buildings like a Naruto character in the trees.
Oh. Alright.
So yeah.
Yeah, and then over the link pearl, Nyx just kind of goes, "Let me know when you get close, so I can also get a good vantage point."
And
Will do.
oh shit, I thought you were talking to Evangeline for a second. My bad.
No, I was talking to Vesta.
And you do hear on the link pro as well, Vesta. All right, so I'll be following you all as you get into position, but where exactly is the street that you grew up on, so I'll know where to go. And on this, you can like just click on anywhere, and you can just choose wherever you want it to be.
Oh yeah, it's right over at. Here's the exact directions. I've forgotten how to ping on this. Apparently, there we go.
All right, so around there. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, and so yeah, you lead the group through the through the little place. You do see stairs at you all. You do see stairs in the back of your head, and you hear murmurs like, "What? Oh, they didn't bring the little traitor with her, did she?" Okay. But other than that, no, yeah, you guys make it there, and it is quite nasty. You see some buildings are being like reconstructed, but you do see the usual dirty stuff. Like you do see a few rats here and there. You see the dirty road, a bunch of people who are who look to be a lot poorer than the people that you saw earlier in the city. Just overall, just a very miserable looking place. Yeah, you guys have arrived in Vesta's location, and this is the first time you all, at least people who haven't really been in the city that much, have seen of this place. So yeah, oh, go ahead.
Frank says, "You feel ready, Vesta, to see her?"
I mean, as ready as I can be after, you know, what I've heard.
Yeah.
Right. Don't worry, we got your back, Vess.
Right here.
Yeah, we're all here. Evangeline says,
You want to support Baguette?
That better be a fresh one.
Yes, it's fresh.
Can confirm.
alright, and,
You know, a baguette couldn't hurt.
Hell yeah.
alright, so you want to take the baguette?
Yeah, I'll just have it kind of sticking out of my bag.
Okay.
The emotional support baguette.
Alright. So I guess you'll wait.
We need to draw eyes on it.
Put glue, just like put some Elmer's glue, googly eyes on there.
I
Yeah.
swear, if we ever make a merch shop, this has to be one of them.
His name
The
is
emotional support they get.
Oh, but yeah. All right. So after a little bit of time, I guess like wait. What would you guys just be waiting around? I guess like what would y'all be doing in the meantime before stuff starts to happen?
Nyx would probably try and find a spot that he can like get a decent overview of like the area, but not entirely be like in the street. Like maybe I don't know, like set up in like a abandoned house or something.
All right. Yeah. You do. Okay. So do you have your weapon like you don't have your weapons drawn? You just kind of just sitting there like hiding in the back.
I have Bright Eye drawn,
All right.
so then I can like so then I like can like see things and whatnot. But no, the pistol and the gun blades are sheathed.
Okay. So yeah, when you have Bright Eye open and stuff, and you get behind this abandoned rubble building, you do see a child and presumably a mother, but you see this child look at you like all like afraid, and the mother kind of like you can hear her. You can see her whispering into the ear and like moving her back behind something. But
After kind of like seeing these two, it just hear Nyx just kind of muttering a bit of a swear word in a different language that they hope that the kid can't understand, and just kind of looks to the mother and go, "It might be best if you left the area."
no kidding. Come on. And then they kind of just waltz out.
Nyx just kind of sighs, props Bright Eye into position. Is just like, everyone's a goddamn critic.
All right. So after some time of waiting, I'd say you guys have been waiting for about 30 minutes or so. You do see the sky around you getting darker, like kind of like almost like how it was when the darkness started to spread at the beginning of your journey. The sky turns like a very dark purplish kind of color, and from above, almost in like a lightning flash, you do see your good old buddy, the Dragon Queen. I don't have any updated art. I'm actually working on that currently. I thought I could finish it, but I didn't. My bad. But I do have some old one.
Old's better than nothing.
Yeah. But yeah, you do see your old pal, the Dragon Queen, and and beside her you see Kuja, and you see another character.
What does he look like?
Let me quickly go over to my notes.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
I don't like the notes.
Is it anyone we recognize?
Oh no, you have never seen this person in your entire life. All right, so hang on. Where the fuck did it go? Why does it not show? Okay, that's weird. Hang on.
Hand over the man. Or woman.
Yeah.
All right.
Nyx just kind of sees all this and is just like, wait, who the fuck's the third person?
Yeah. For right now, it's like it's in the distance, more like.
Yeah. No, I can't see them exactly. Like I can, I'm like a good 100 feet or so away.
Yeah.
So it's like I can see them, but I can't see the details. Like I can obviously tell the Dragon Queen, Kuja maybe, and then just this third person, and Nyx is just like, okay, who the fuck's the third person?
Looks like they got the drop on us.
Do I know
not
the third
yet.
person?
None of you guys know the third person. When they just at first you guys can't even really see it. You guys can only just see like a silhouette, but they just but once they start coming down, they eventually they come into view. You see that it is a what looks to be like a small child. They have
What?
they have black hair, wings on the side of their heads, and they have a specific kind of clothing. I got a picture of her.
I'm concerned.
I think we're all concerned.
But yeah, her eyes are also blacked out.
Oh, great! It's a fucking demon.
Aren't all children?
I know, right? Thank you for pointing that out.
Only,
I don't-
only,
I don't see a
only the ones
difference
from
between a normal
Supernatural.
child.
Only the ones from Supernatural.
Yeah.
Fucking
They're all
Lilith.
fucking- Jesus Christ.
Where? Oh, okay, there we go. Alright, you see this little girl there.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
God, yeah, that's a fucking demon.
Yep. Yep.
So, holy water.
Yeah.
Would you happen to have any of that?
Have
Now we got a
holy
paladin.
baguette.
I mean, we've got a paladin, so we can
use
at
water
least cover.
powers.
We can just
Well, no,
make him,
radiant,
like,
radiant energy.
throw him at her.
True.
Aren't most demons like weak to radiant damage or some
Yeah.
shit?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
So yeah, no,
Are
you guys are
What do we
fine.
see as she starts descending?
But yeah, as she's descending, you see Kuja by her side, and you see this little child next to her. But when they descend, the Dragon Queen looks to you all and says, "So, you've actually decided to take me up on my offer. I'm flattered. Where's the rest of your party? Your gang of misfits?"
I don't think that's any of your concern. It also, is this Bring Your Kid to Work Day? Who's this?
Oh, got her.
No one.
Nyx also laughs over the link pearl.
No one you need to concern yourself with, girl. And after some time, shit. Okay, so after she says that, she looks upward, like past you, kind of. Nyx, you do see that she looks directly at you.
Oh, shit.
Nyx just kind of goes eyes wide, just like, shit.
And then she looks to her side at the little girl, and the little girl nods, and she
Oh.
disappears.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no!
No, I don't
No.
like that
And
at all.
she does appear behind you, Nyx.
Oh.
Do I notice
Across the building.
this?
Not really. You notice that you notice that the Dragon Queen is looking at you, but you don't notice anyone behind you. But before you even notice, I guess you even get the feeling that someone is actually like behind you, you do feel a hand on your shoulder, and the next second you're pretty much where the Dragon Queen is.
Oh no!
Almost like you've been instantaneously teleported. Oh, you thought you could hide?
Fuck.
You thought you could hide from me, could you? I'll say you got some brains. More brains than those other guys. Anyways, I'm here to talk business with you, Vesta.
Business. Yeah, because telling me that you've kidnapped my mother is business.
Where on earth did you hear that? I would never do such things.
Bullshit.
Right.
But I may know a thing or two about someone that you care about. But
Do you?
we
Because
cannot.
it seems like.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No,
Dragon
you
Queen.
go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Oh no, I want to hear the Dragon Queen speak first.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
No, no, no.
I like
Oh
to imagine
my
the actual
fuck.
characters.
Yes.
So go ahead, continue.
No, please, you've invited me. I want to know what you have to say.
Alright, so she says, anyways, we've got things to talk about, and I can't have you distracted. So, she raises her hand up, and she snaps her fingers. And pretty much instantaneously, first, you guys see two different things. One, Vesta, you notice that you and the Dragon Queen are in a completely different location.
Oh.
You have been teleported to a dark void kind of place. Kind of like the place where you were in your dreams before the dreams actually started.
Right.
Everyone else, you notice that they just vanish out of nowhere. Like 1 second you see them, and then when you blink, they're gone. The only two people you see are Kuja and this mysterious girl. So, we'll start. We'll go on the party side first before you get to you, Vesta. So yeah, you do see this, and this little girl says, "Finally, my mistress can carry on her conversation in peace."
Nope, I don't like that. Drop bright-eyed, pull eternal wind. And I'm like,
I wouldn't try anything on us if I were you. For the sake of your friend, that is. Any damage that gets done to us, we'll relay that to our mistress.
Where'd she take her?
She'll be back. I promise you she will not be harmed. She will be returned to you safely. Let's just consider this a diplomatic conversation. And we'll quickly cut over to you. Vesta, you are in this void with the Dragon Queen alone. And she says, "Whew, now that that's out of the way. Vesta, it's been so long since I have seen you. How have you been?"
Yeah, I've been really great beating all of your goons.
And I kind of expected it. I could have sworn, I figured that if they couldn't get it done in their worlds, then they couldn't get it done in this one. So, that's bad luck. But, I'm not here to just sit here and just talk nothing with you. I'm here to give you answers. Is that what you want?
Yeah, that's what I've been waiting for 30 minutes now.
Don't get smart with me. Now, let me go ahead and relieve some of the stress you might be having. And she puts her hand on her face mask, and she takes it off. And as she takes this thing off, you see like black smoke coming out of it, like kind of just blocking the face. But as soon as that smoke kind of dissipates, you do see it is the same facial structure as the lady in the poster. This has the same appearance.
Wait,
No.
what?
This has the same appearance as good old Princess Angelica.
What
What
the
the
fuck?
Fucking what?
out of all of the possibilities. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's a fucking...
What?
What the fuck?
Huh?
So, now that I'm a little bit more comfortable,
We have been bamboozled.
True.
first let me start this off. What do you remember about the Bahamut attack?
I'd actually like you to answer my questions first. What do you think you know about the Bahamut attack?
Silly girl. This is not how we're gonna be doing this.
I think it is. You're not getting any answers out of me until I get answers out of you.
I don't need answers from you. I already know what went down that night. I'm just
So
saying...
you shouldn't need to ask me anything.
What do you know? I'll ask you again. What do you know about the Bahamut attack? What is the last thing you remember?
I remember the aftermath, mostly. You know, the many dead, the burning and destroyed buildings is just general tragedy.
Obviously. But what exactly do you remember before that? I'm sure you've been getting dreams about it.
Where do you think you're going with this? You're making me have these weird visions, and now you want me to relay them to you?
Who says I was the one making you make these visions?
Right, so you're going to be in my dreams, and then your little grunt references these dreams, and then you're going to say you had nothing to do with them.
Wait, I'm sorry, say that again. You kind of went robotic there for a second.
Shit. So you're saying I've been seeing you in my dreams, okay, and then Kuja references those dreams, and now you're saying you have nothing to do with them?
I have nothing to do with it. It's just your fractured mind. You see, this may be hard for you to hear, but my little lady, you happen to be the cause of everything. It was you who did everything. You were the one who sicked Bahamut on everyone.
What are you trying to do here? Like, guilt trip me over something I couldn't
just trying to
possibly have done?
I'm just trying to tell you the truth here.
Really?
Yes.
That's your best attempt at telling the truth?
I don't need you to believe me. But I'm sure that the people of Vermesia might have something to say about it. Don't you think it's weird that they've been treating you differently than what they used to?
The people of Vermesia have never been very welcoming to different people, like spellcasters.
But they should be welcoming to a person who was born and raised here.
Who knows what they've been told? Rumor spread.
No, my darling. You were the cause of everything. Bahamut said it himself. After I... Oh, well, let's not get into it. Search your feelings. You know them to be true.
God damn it.
I mean, let's say you think this is true, which is doubtful. Your information is generally inaccurate anyways.
How so?
How about, let me see, Bryn's mysterious disappearance? I don't think that was a disappearance, nor was it mysterious.
Ah, Bryn. That old thing. Well, this will come as a shock to you too. But she starts walking up closer to you, and as she's walking up to you, you can see that her structure, I guess her stature, is starting to kind of change. At first, she's like, she towers over you. She's about like 6 feet. But as she's slowly walking towards you, she starts to come down to your height. And she leans her head down for a second. And then as she raises it up, you can see her face. You can see Bryn's face. And she lets out, "Hello, Vesta."
What? Are you really here to just fuck with me? Is this what this is?
I'm not here to fuck with you. Why would I do such things to my beautiful partner?
Nope, don't like that.
That's... Listen, you're gonna have to start giving more answers right now. Or else,
Alright,
Let's just.
you know what? Since you're a little too incompetent to actually get it, she still says this with Bryn's face, and slowly as she's going on, you can see that more and more of her is starting to change into Bryn. You see she starts to have the same clothing, the same hairstyle, the same skin color, everything. Well, since you're too, incompetent to grasp it, ever since you were, I don't know, 9 or 10 or so, since the Warriors of Darkness, or my Warriors of Light, since they were so annoying, I fled here. And I knew that eventually that you all would be crowned as the new Warriors of Light in this world. So I went to seek out the weakest link. And from my experiences with everyone in the other world, I found you. The weakest link. The one who was raised from nothing. The one who barely had anything when they were younger. So, I did what any sane person who had an agenda would do. I disguised myself as someone that you could grow closer to, so that eventually when some tragic event happened, I would be able to weaken your will, so to speak.
Are you trying to say that for years you just pretended to be a normal person?
More than that, I pretended to be multiple people in your little party members' lives. The question is, who is it that they know that it's me? I can be anywhere, and as she says that, you see a duplicate of her, kind of separate. I could be anywhere, and from behind you, you feel a hand on your shoulder, and she whispers, "Anywhere I want."
Jesus Christ.
So, why am I telling you all of this? Just so, when it comes to the confrontation, we all have a little bit of a clear mind, so to speak. Because I want to make sure that my victory is earned.
The confrontation? Why didn't you just kill me as soon as you knew who I was?
That wouldn't be fun. I'm not worried about you all. The warrior, or your so-called Warriors of Darkness, I need to get back at them. And to get back at them, I need the crystals. So, when all of this is over and done with, and once your world is reduced to ash, I can return and claim my right. My birthright.
Your birthright.
Yes. The rightful ruler over Elian.
Who are you, actually, underneath all of the disguises?
Let's just say, the thing that you're seeing now, she kind of snaps her fingers, and she turns back into Dragon Queen that you know. Under all of this, I am just a wandering being brought into this world unwillingly. That's all you
So
really
you-
need to know.
You're brought into this world unwillingly and then just decide to destroy it?
No, I don't want to destroy it. I wasn't from this world. I can destroy this one. I don't really care about this one. I just care about my one. The original one.
So the people, the places in this parallel world mean nothing to you at all?
No.
You have no connections here.
Especially since my father has been long dead. Or at least this version of my father has been long dead. So-called father, anyway. I'm sure someone has already... I'm sure you can probably guess as to who that is.
Right.
But,
Out of character. I'm forgetting his name.
Amon.
Right.
But quickly, we will cut over to you all, and to you all, you can see the sky is getting more and more violent and more like, I guess, like a storm is coming, and Kuja and this mysterious little girl is like, so. Would you all like to be entertained? Because I would love to.
There are
be
many
entertained.
things. Oh. There are many things that I would like. Right now, entertainment is not one of them.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to her. Would you like some entertainment? I would love nothing more. And so Kuja
Before
and...
anything happens,
Huh?
I'm invisible still, right?
Oh shit!
Oh,
Wait, you were invisible?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you were.
Alright, so
Oh,
yeah,
shit,
you're,
that's right.
yeah, you're technically still invisible.
Okay, well, okay, so this whole time I've been behind Kuj, like, lifting up his hair and moving it.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
But, like, only a little bit so we can't feel it.
it's like the wind. Like the wind is moving it. You're like, oh, the wind's
Yeah.
actually really strong. But you see this little girl and Kuja raise up their hands and they snap their fingers, and from the horizon you see like a bunch of little things. They look like flying bugs, but as they get a little closer to you, they look like small dragons.
Oh.
Nyx just kind of looks to see the oncoming shit, looks back to the Kuja and this child, praying to God that the link pearl still works, and just kind of goes, I bet the two of you are really into butt stuff, aren't you?
Butt stuff.
So okay, so you say that to okay, so you say that to Franklin and who else?
Evangeline.
Okay. Oh, hang on. My cat wants to leave the room. He's yelling at me.
That was the squeaking door.
Oh my god.
Oh, this shit went so sideways so quickly. Oh,
Yeah,
my
it
God.
did. I was not expecting to get teleported.
Oh.
Oh, Lord, this is.
Alright.
Wait.
So, alright. So, you guys, okay, so Evangeline's like, alright, are you sure?
Are you sure you want butt stuff?
Are you sure you want butt stuff?
Knowing that probably can't really say anything else without giving away, Nyx just kind of like nods.
Right then.
I'm a dude.
And then, Evangeline kind of jumps and I guess gets away from me. Alright, I forgot what the butt stuff, okay, that's just like an escape word, I guess.
Code word.
Code word.
It's just basically a code word for shit's about to go down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, okay. And go ahead, friend.
He says, I thought the Dragon Queen came here for a purely diplomatic purpose.
She did, but we didn't. We need to kill some time before she gets back.
Oh, perfect. I can kill one of you first.
You can try, But you gotta deal with our little buddies first. And they kind of like, while arms still in air, they kind of like point at you all, and the horde of small dragons start to fly towards you all.
Oh.
And you all get like surrounded in this like sea of dragons, kind of like they're all swarming around you. And we'll go back to you. Vesta.
Oh my god.
Evil bastard.
All right, Vesta.
Yep.
All right. Now, I forgot where what she left off. Okay. What
Tiny
was,
hut.
what was what was the last thing you were saying? I had forgotten. I was so focused on the whole dragon thing.
Jesus, I don't know. I'm distracted too.
Alright.
It was butt stuff. The last thing they said was butt stuff.
Well, no, I was talking about Vesta and the
I
Dragon
know.
Queens. Oh. All right. But yes. So the Dragon Queen's like, jeez. Well, I don't really care if you believe me or not. You can ask your fellow people for any sort of advice or any sort of answers that you might need if you don't believe me. But know that I am always watching.
Can you not give me any more insight onto League causing Vermesia to be destroyed? That seems like a pretty big thing to gloss over, I guess.
Well, it all started with me. If you, well, you yourself wouldn't remember it, considering your head is all messed up, but while you and your beloved Bryn were sitting and, you know, practicing your summoning magic, getting your little cat underway and such, as a little gift, she gave you a little present. I gave you a little present. It was a little baby dragon.
I mean, I remember that day pretty well. I don't recall such a thing.
And as you say that, you get a big headache. Like this headache is a lot more painful than what you're used to feeling. You're starting to see things a little bit more clearly. You see that you do, in fact, have a little baby dragon in your hand. You're standing in the same place that you guys were standing, like, before you got teleported. So, yeah, you're standing there, like, the whole sky becomes a flame, and your hands catch on fire and such. Or, like, your hands start burning. And you do remember a giant, that same baby dragon growing, setting fire to the city, and looking down at you, saying, "Master." Ah, so those visions have been coming to you. Oh, 1 second.
Oh god.
This is
What
Wild.
the fuck?
A lot. Yeah, it's a lot.
oh my.
Uh-huh.
Goddamn.
No shit.
Enjoy the peace. It's gonna be your turn soon, Franklin.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. Like, there's. I don't even know where to start. Holy.
I feel like I'm pretty safe. Ruvik's pretty untouchable.
Well, yeah, your freaking thing was like the first fucking story arc.
Was it?
Sort
Yeah.
of. I mean, we had to deal with your crystal first, but there was like no trauma backstory thing. That didn't really happen until me.
Yeah, because his trauma got glossed over and I refused to bring it up because, I mean, it's pretty dark, but it got glossed over, so I'm like, I don't have to deal with it if no one brings it up.
You've escaped the fate we will have to face.
Yeah.
Oh, I've
I mean,
already
he was,
faced
he was
it.
made to drink acid, so like,
Jeez.
and he has trust issues because
All
his
of us have had trust
ex-girlfriend-
issues at one point.
Best to
His
have them now.
his ex-girlfriend gave him acid to drink. Like,
Oh shit.
Jesus.
like he was royally like stuffed.
God damn.
I mean, that is kind of worse than giving a 16-year-old designs to make a pistol and be like, have fun.
Yeah. So it got glossed over, and I'm like, haha, it's not coming back.
Angel's gonna hear that and be like, alright, bet.
No. No.
Because, I mean, after the freaking Four Crystals thing, there's still the Omni Crystal, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's true.
There's a lot of shit we gotta
Listen,
do.
I'm I'm trying to like save up all my like drama for the next campaign because like
Yeah.
he's got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
He's
No,
taking
a
after his
lot of
dad.
us.
Main character energy.
Shit, honestly, so is Lucas to an extent.
Yeah, all the WoW 2 characters that I've gotten so far are so trauma heavy. I'm just like, wow.
I
Well,
To be
can't-
fair,
Ramos is
okay,
done.
okay. To be fair, Lucas is trauma recovering. Most of Lucas's shit was being an antagonist for Dawn of Fractured Memory. That done. He's just like the angsty boy. He's just the angsty boy in recovery at this point.
Alright, sorry, I have returned.
Mine is just beginning.
Yikes.
Yeah, yikes. Very yikes.
Very yikes.
Alright, so, welcome back. I have returned.
Hello.
But yeah, where were we up? Okay, yeah. You do, she says, oh, so you have been getting visions. Those visions don't lie. You know that. That's your old, I guess, non-fractured self speaking out to you.
If you were behind this, all of it, why would you give me control over Bahamut? And, since I don't remember it,
Well,
or didn't.
the plan wasn't for you to misremember. It was after Bahamut had accidentally. She kind of thinks to herself. She turns around, her cape kind of flaps, and she's like, "Yeah." Oh, sorry. Good.
Oh no, sorry. I thought I dropped out for a sec.
And so she's like, it was after Bahamut had gone on a rampage. After, I guess, the initial part of the city's, destruction, he had gone on a rampage. He used his tail to hit you, and I'm guessing that's how you got the memory loss. And then he went all over the world, causing Cornelia to be hurt, causing Ishgard to be hurt, causing destruction all over Elian. And I couldn't let that stand, so I subdued him, one might say. Hell, I created the damn beast, so I have dominion over it.
Then why would it call me master?
Because it was a gift to you. Well, yes, I did make it. It was a gift for you to set fire to this wretched place.
Do I still have control over it somehow?
If you can find it. But I doubt you'll be finding him anytime soon.
Why make a meeting to tell me all this? I mean, what's the purpose?
Honestly, it's not even for your well-being. I did this because I need to get my plan back on track. And I needed, and you knowing all of this, I need that to happen.
What difference does it make?
A huge difference. One difference that I will not be sharing. So this is the last time we will be seeing each other face to face without me exterminating you. In a few minutes, you'll wake up back in the same place you were, surrounded by your friends, and everyone will be none the wiser. Feel free to tell everyone. I don't care. I just know that this meeting, this is worth more than you would ever know.
Wait, but before you go, you have the Earth Crystal, right?
Yes.
There's, no possibility you could just, for my troubles, hand it over?
Why would I do that? But
you have very strange motive for everything you do.
Yeah, but why would I hand over the one thing that could very well end my whole scheme?
The whole point of this was to have more fun. You're just gonna make it easy.
The whole point of this was not for fun. I don't know where you got it in your head.
You just said that. Okay. Listen, I thought I was the one with memory issues. If you rewind a few minutes, I asked why you didn't just kill me, and you said it would be more fun to keep me alive. So, you just want moderate amount of fun?
First off, watch your tone with me, girl. You're dealing with forces you have no idea of. Second, yes, I'll admit it's fun. Watching the entire city squirm around in pain, burning alive. And I'll admit that maybe Bahamut going off the rails and burning those little towns. I'll admit that was enjoyable to watch as well. But it's all according to plan. All of it.
Including the part where we already restored 2 crystals?
Those are mishaps.
Right.
But our next meeting, I will make sure to deal with you all so that you don't do that again. Jesus fucking Christ.
The opportunity to brag. Use your nails.
In the meantime, we're all pretty much getting our ass eaten by dragons.
Shit.
Excuse me?
Not me, I'm invisible.
We're
Ciao.
also on episode 6 into the Promised Neverland.
Oh shit, you like the first episode?
I didn't have a choice. I had to watch it.
This would have been so much easier if I didn't get teleported.
I know, dude, that head turn and then she looks directly at you. Oh my god.
It's just like, oh
I found
shit.
but I did find a way you can play this without having to hook up the link cable.
If you punch her, maybe she'll teleport you back.
Without the cord.
Oh
That's
no, I
only
ain't
if
punching her. I'm
the
gonna shoot
internet
her.
is at its peak. So if it's not, then no.
Oh,
But
that works.
other than that, yes.
Good thing our internet is normally off.
Sometimes our internet
It
fluctuates.
fluctuates, yeah, I know.
Call it sense of irony.
Also, there's a game I need to show you. It's on VR and guessing
Boneworks.
Huh?
Boneworks.
What is that?
Oh no. Alright,
Well,
what?
guessing on the determination of the TikTok video, you can destroy all the time. You basically are a god, and
What's it
you
called?
I don't know. All I know is I saw people blasting a city, and the people were screaming, crying.
Alrighty. I have returned, sorry.
Right.
Hello.
Alright. But wait. Okay, so run that back, Vesta. What was the last thing you said? Things.
Oh, we got to the crystals already, and she said that was a mishap.
Oh yeah, that was a mishap. Next we meet, I'll make sure that will never happen again. But I can't hold on to this crystal forever. She kind of pulls it out. I'll just hand it over to one of my servants. And she kind of just makes it disappear in her hand. And cut back to you guys really quickly. You guys see that during this time while Kuja's holding up the his hand to summon the dragons and stuff, a crystal appears in his hand. It looks to be a yellow one. And he's like,
Can I take
"What
it?
the hell?"
I'm invisible.
You can attempt to take it in this quick second before he puts it away. You get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. It's opportunity.
I'm invisible.
I
I can keep trying.
Can I assist by shooting Kuja?
Shoot the boy.
It won't really aid him in his I mean, I guess it'll distract him a little bit, but it won't really do much.
I still kind of want to shoot him.
So, all right, quickly. All right, so go ahead and shoot him.
All right. Let's actually see if I can actually aim at him for one.
How dare you shoot him?
That matches. I goes to defender. God damn. I was afraid there for a second. I thought that said 18, and I was like, oh, fuck. Alright, okay.
So fucking close.
That means that your roll, Ruvik, would be a regular roll. So, would that be a dex? Yeah, I think that would be dex, because that will test your swiftness to grab it. So go ahead and make
sleight of hand?
Huh? Not really sleight of hand. It's more like a dex. No, yeah, it's because I mean
Flat dex.
Huh? Wait a second.
I'd say probably just flat dex. Yeah.
Yeah, because since he will be putting
Fucky.
It wouldn't happen to be a save, though, would it?
No, not really
You know?
save, because he's not really
No.
doing anything to them.
I had to try.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, he is invisible, so it's just whoops, wind.
Alright, but yeah, he's like, what the fuck? Who's trying to? And then he looks to his side. He's like, he sees nothing but the dragons flying by. He's like, oh, that's weird. And then he after that's after he summoned it. So yeah, cut back to the Dragon Queen Vesta, and she says, right then, I think I've had enough of this talking. If you don't believe me, ask your fellow people of Bermesia. The place you grew up in, the people you can trust, considering you were in the smallest area. I would know. I lived there with you.
That's still fucking creepy.
And then she turns around, and then she unsheaths what looks to be a red sword decorated in gold. And she says, she aims it at you, Vesta, and she's like, when next we meet, I hope to plunge this into your abdomen.
I'd like to see you try.
Damn.
Feisty one, I see. I'll see you around. And she desummons the blade and turns back around and snaps. And immediately, in a blink of an eye, you close. You blink for 1 second. You're in this black void, and then you wake up and you're being surrounded by a bunch of dragons. And Dragon Queen is just like, you two, what have you been getting into? Oh, well, we wanted to just give them a little bit of a thing to occupy them. We weren't expecting you all to be so fast with it. Well, we're leaving. Call them off. Right away. And you see that the dragons that's been spinning, swarming around you all, they just kind of dissipate. And And the Dragon Queen's like, "Come, we're done here." And
Nyx is gonna.
Oh.
As soon as Nyx sees the Dragon Queen, they're taking another shot. This time at the Dragon Queen.
Oh.
have a shot.
Please don't hit Rubik.
All right, take the shot. Let's do this.
Fuck.
Oh.
All right. So you shoot this at her, and as soon as she does it, she dodges it, and she takes her fingers and she points them at you, and I need you to make me a dex save.
Are they
Fuck yeah.
within 10 feet of me?
What
Yep.
if I like nudge her? Does he get advantage if I nudge her?
No,
With
because she is actually
I was-
no, because she's in the air. She
Ah.
was in the process of flying when Nyx tried to shoot at her.
21 plus 3, so that turns into a 24.
All right, so that means you do pass, and you do take half of this. So
Oh,
let
shit.
me refer to my notebook where I have these moves written down because I don't actually have a stat block for her, but I did write her moves down. So
Yeah.
He's about to be like 100 d20.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
That's
at
just
least
like
it's not
how-
power word. At least it's not power word. At least it's not power word kill. That would have
Yeah.
been instant KO.
Oh.
I love how Rubik is just behind them, like, hello.
Just trying to avoid all of the gunshots.
I'm kind of tempted to have them leave with them and just like keep spying because I have 3 spell slots of. I can just keep doing invisibility for like on 3rd level and 4th level. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 hours of this.
Oh my god.
all right, so you take
Oh, here it comes.
half of 66.
God damn.
Oh, thank god.
You're lucky those rolls were fucking nasty.
No,
Oh,
it
that
doesn't
was a lot.
matter.
Wait.
I'm
so-
not down.
Oh.
I'm still up.
So yeah,
Just
she
just kind of hurt.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so she's like, okay, so you shoot this gun, she misses, you miss, and she aims these fingers at you, and she just, you guys see a laser, like a small, tiny laser, kind of just fly through him, like puncturing a hole like through him, and he gets hurt, but he like just falls on the ground, but he's not dead. He's just like very much hurt.
I'm still conscious. I'm just very much in pain.
Yeah.
You just have a new hole.
So yeah, you all see that he falls.
Damn it.
Wait. Go back really quickly. Back up. Back the train up. Say that again. What'd you say? I need to hear this again.
You heard him. You
I
heard
want to
him.
hear it again. I like it. That's weird. But I mean, it fits the tone. No, never mind. Anyway.
No.
No, but yeah. So you guys see Nyx get a hole punched into him, and he falls on the ground. And Dragon Queen says, "I came here for diplomatic conversation with your friend. Did I attack you in any way?"
Nyx
Emotionally.
slowly gets up, very much in pain. Just like, yeah, you did.
You. I know you. You're the counterpart to that wretched whore I killed back in the other world.
Oh.
I'm taking another shot.
Go ahead, take another shot. This is with the Eternal Wind, correct?
Yeah, this is with Eternal Wind.
All right.
17.
Matches. Fucking
Fuck!
No.
matches. I gave Kuja and freaking Dragon Queen that. All right, and so she's not gonna hit you anymore. She's just gonna dodge it. Yes. I believe her name. What was her name? Artemis, was it?
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, that's one obstacle out of my way. I must get going now. So, take care of that wound while it's still fresh. And I'll see you all. And
Okay.
they
Wait, just before you continue, should I do it?
To get back though.
Link path?
That's not.
That's not teleportation, that's
man.
No,
communication.
I know. That's the point. We have an airship.
Oh.
Not to another dimension.
Oh, is it in another dimension?
I
If
believe.
she goes
Probably.
to the other world.
Do we have a way to the world of darkness?
No, because the void.
No.
Like,
as
closed
of now, not right now.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah. I'd say worst case scenario, just throw a spell at her. Just.
You want to toss a spell
Okay.
at her?
So
Make it a big one.
I'm throwing a spell at her and then running away.
Alright, shoot the shit, go ahead.
I'm looking. Hold on.
Oh, okay. If it's like a saving spell, I can't do those because I don't have stats for her yet.
Right,
so
The only
it
thing
has
I
to be an
have is
attack
her
spell.
moves.
Most of mine are.
The only thing I have is her moves, her armor class, and the type of class she is in.
Yeah, all my
Shit.
things are that.
I mean, save for Eldritch Blast.
That's fair.
You have Eldritch?
That's the
Yeah,
only one I have.
somehow-
And fucking grass.
Somehow he has Eldritch
always-
Blast. He always
Some
finds a
people-
way to get Eldritch Blast. Fuck's sake.
Listen, I don't know how I have it, but it's like it. I did it through the sheet, so it's yeah.
Oh gosh.
It's apparently legal. Alright.
Yeah, it's here. It's on my sheet, so it's legal.
Alright, go ahead. Shoot the shit.
Oh, but I want to go with them so bad.
I don't know if we have a way to get you back.
I don't think we
We
do.
don't.
I want to go with Cujo.
Stop being
It's
gay
too
and shoot the
risky.
Dragon Queen.
We'll wait, because now hear me out.
Are you guys talking out of character? Because if this is the case, she's long gone.
It's out of character.
Out of
Oh,
character. out of
fuck.
character. Because listen, if you romance Kuja, and maybe convince him to join our side, he could get you back home.
Yeah, what if I Stockholm syndrome him?
Oh god.
Were you gonna
That's
kidnap him?
terrible.
You're gonna
No,
kidnap
no.
a person who knows the most
They
powerful
will
spell?
eventually discover. They'll eventually discover me, and I can befriend him from the inside.
That can mean so many things right now.
Yeah, it really could.
Not
No.
from the inside.
I mean,
Hey, if I don't get an actual shot on the Dragon Queen, you can't go with your wannabe boyfriend.
Well,
I think the risk is huge here, but
It is.
I think. Fuck.
oh my god. Are y'all really
That's-
debating on if you guys want to make Rubik go to the other world?
Fester would say no. I say absolutely 100% go for it.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
so that's the problem. Okay, so we've got 1 no, 3 yeses. Well, 4 yeses, because
What?
counting characters.
Now you gotta remember that they're also in the air. Like Dragon Queen is flying up, Kuja and this mysterious girl is flying up as well. Like they're floating, like upwards more and more.
You grabbed on his ankles before. You can do it again.
That's
What are you gonna
Also,
Michael Jordan the shit and just like leave
No, no, no,
up in the
no,
air?
no, no, no. I
Oh,
have,
God.
If I have to do it, I have an idea.
You're not a dragoon. You can't jump up that high.
No, shush. I have an idea.
All right, go ahead.
He's gonna
shoot it.
find a way to fly that us.
But it's only if the whole party agrees, because it is a big thing.
Okay.
This is a big frickin' step.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is. Oh god. Okay. If you think that this is worth a chance, if you think this is worth a shot,
Here's my reasoning. It's not just Cujo. If I go, I can try and get the Earth Crystal.
That's true.
Kuja has the Earth Crystal.
No, he like desummoned it. It's not on him anymore.
Oh fuck, that's
It's
true.
still technically like in his ownership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I follow him, I can try and get it.
I
Or
mean-
we could just simply knock him out.
The thing is, like, if we get
You
found
and your
out,
really good shooting?
What, you don't have the sleep spell?
No.
I know. Yeah, we're screwed.
okay, who thinks this is worth a shot? This
I
Rubik
say-
I
thing.
say yes to anything. Like I'm all for any
It's.
creative ideas. you guys
I'd
have.
say it's 50-50.
I think. Oh fuck.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm
No,
at a
hold
character
on.
conflict as well. Yeah.
What if we cast polymorph on him and turned him into
Yeah.
like a mouse?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna
Like-
polymorph into something
Oh,
like
okay.
something that
Through
can fly,
this?
sit on Kujo's shoulder, and go with them. Like that's what I was gonna do.
Okay, I'm all for the polymorph plan.
Yeah.
Because that way,
Okay.
Ruvik doesn't have to roll for anything. It's a saving throw from the target.
Yeah.
So that
I-
gives
I
us an
have-
even better
I have
chance.
How long do you-
powers of
Could
either
you,
ability
like-
or poly.
If you
Can you-
ever come, yeah.
Fuck.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, can you polymorph into like any type of animal? Like, could you be an insect on his cape or
Yeah.
something?
I can go into like a bee.
Like Sun Kong. The thing is, like,
And if I'm put in
mean-
a jail cell, I can just turn into a lizard and scamper out.
Here, I'm gonna go
That's
ahead and
true,
bring.
too.
I'm gonna quickly pull up Kuja really quickly so you guys can find out what piece of him you want to land on.
I know what piece.
Wait, hold on. Wouldn't it be easier just to cast polymorph on Kuja so then we can talk to him?
you gotta assume he is like legendary resistance, though.
He is very powerful,
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
and it also he would have to like it's a wisdom saving thing.
I assume he's wise. Do we want to make this Peter
fuck.
Pettigrew play right now?
Honestly, okay,
This-
here, real quickly. DMs, I guess this is a DM's, I guess, like thing. I would recommend if you were doing the polymorph thing, I would recommend you do it to him because there's a likelihood that you can actually make it onto him than you actually polymorphing him himself. Because at least then, like this, I'll warn you all that this guy's very powerful and he can get a little rowdy when it comes to things like that. But if you cast your polymorph on yourself, it'll be much easier if you wanted to
That's what I'm
carry
thinking,
this
like-
out.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
it's a success and we get him, great. But what happens when he's no longer an animal and has all his magical powers back? We're dead. If it's
That's
me,
true.
I can just follow through, and if I get in danger, just oop, I'm a bee. You can't find me.
If you're willing to take the risk, because this dude is powerful, and I mean, there's a
Here's the
chance
thing,
that he's
Ruvik
like,
has no self-preservation.
Yeah, that's fair.
But the
Like,
thing is,
His only joy in life is baguettes.
At this point, yeah.
if you, it really comes down to if you're willing to take the risk. I think that Franklin would be skeptical, but I think he would let you if you wanted to do this. I think he would
I'd say Nyx would probably want to be the one that gets polymorphed, so then they get another chance to shoot the Dragon Queen.
I mean, they could both go.
Wait, fuck, really?
Oh my god!
It's only
Alright,
gonna cast it. I don't even know if
let's-
you have enough spell slots to cast it on both of you.
He
I've got
does.
2 fourth levels.
Is it
I feel like
concentration, though?
this-
It is concentration.
Aha!
Yeah, it's,
So anything
yeah.
I could.
hold on.
I feel like splitting the
Let
party in half though is risky.
Yeah.
Way risky.
So
Uh,
it's probably
them
best to
to
be
be
one
both.
person. And also, like, if another person goes that isn't Ruvik, he can't like concentrate on keeping someone else an animal in another realm.
You just want
That's
Kuja all
fair.
to yourself.
No, I
just
want
want-
the Earth Crystal.
You want
So
Kuja
selfish.
all to yourself.
Shut up.
yeah, nah,
All right.
nah, polymorphing both of them wouldn't work.
You could always
Okay.
give Ruvik a gun.
Okay.
I mean, he does have some expertise with guns, considering that
He's
is
a pirate.
He's a pirate, yeah. he has used Magitech guns
is
from
true.
from Midgar.
That's
That
fair.
is true.
Okay.
And terrifying.
Is everyone cool with that plan then?
Go on then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so y'all
Yes,
ready?
stupidity.
You guys ready for this
Okay.
thing then? All right. So before we do this, we'll carry on from the time where the Dragon Queen is like all crazy. He's like, he kind of like looks at you, Nyx, and is just like, well, there's one less obstacle out of my way. He's referring to Artemis. Come, let's go. And Kuja and them like continue to fly up forward, and Kuja looks towards you all, and they do a little wiggle with their finger, and the rest of you all do see conjure it. He pretty much conjures up a few dragons, like 4 or 5, like we'll just say 5 mini dragons, like the ones that were swarming around you all, those ones.
Fuck.
Oh.
And yeah,
I just
and
abandoned you all.
he just continues
Yeah, you
on.
did.
And yeah, so the dragon, that means the Dragon Queen, the child, and Kuja are continuously flying up. And the Dragon Queen turns to you all and says, "Oh, Investa?
Uh-huh.
I'll see you in Void Omnia." And then you can see that this shadowy kind of mist kind of swarms around her, and she disappears while she's looking directly at you. The same thing happens with this little girl. The shadow kind of swarms over her. And Ruvik, would you like to carry out your little plan?
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Go ahead.
Oh my god.
Alright, so you cast
He's
polymorph.
like- On himself, he turns into like a little bug. So
Alright.
his invisibility is gone now.
And this is after Kuja summons the little winged dragons. So he's turned around now. He's turned like facing away from you all now.
And he's gonna like fly like to an area that's like under his hair but also like under his collar. But it's like behind his neck, you know, that like how so he can't fucking be seen.
Alright, yeah, okay, so we'll just say you're under his hair.
Yep.
Or like yeah.
His the hair on his head.
Okay. Alright.
Fucking
Yeah,
I just want to clarify because
clarify
everyone
that. That's Jesus Christ. I caught that. I was like, what the hell? Why'd you have to specify?
Everyone keeps thinking weird things today. Someone came up with the code word butt stuff.
Hey, I don't know. I mean,
Someone.
That was you.
the way
I
Kuja,
know.
the way
I
Kuja's,
started it.
the way Kuja's personality is, I think he should. Anyway, continues on. So yeah, you go underneath his hair, and yeah. So the shadow kind of after you see the little girl get swarmed up. You see that the little the shadow kind of swarms over you guys, over you two, you and the bug. No, you
Quiet,
and
quiet,
Kuja. But yeah, wait, okay. Before this happens, did you tell them what was going on, or did you just leave?
I just left.
All right,
You just
It's
fuck
fine.
off.
all right,
I
so,
will talk to them through the link pearl later.
all right. So yeah, you guys, Kuja, and Ruvik, Kuja, Ruvik, and the little girl and the Dragon Queen have all left. You don't see them anymore, and the sky goes from being this dark purple color that you saw in the Crystal Tower, and it all kind of like goes away, and you see the sun go back to where it was, and it's just a normal day now
With dragons.
with a few dragons. So we're gonna quickly I'm gonna pull up a quick thing really quickly. I said that quick. Shut up, Angel. All right, hang on. All right, I'm going to move a map, and I need you all, or the three of you,
Oh.
to roll some initiative.
Yeah, I figured that would happen.
I didn't realize they would call it dragons. Okay.
Here, let me
Oh,
upload
shit.
I just can't get a single break, can I?
it.
11.
How do you think I feel? I'm already past half health.
Fair
Right,
enough.
time for me to have a nap. Enjoy the fight.
All right, 1 second. Let me Yeah, that's good enough.
Wow, we all rolled a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
We're
high
good.
for
You
me.
all know
I mean,
something's wrong.
This is low for me.
Here, I'm
You also have feats upon feats upon feats.
yeah, you
You
got
know
the
what else
Okay.
is low?
Who has feet?
No, I have 2 feet.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd be interested, wouldn't you, Angel?
All right, no, that's not what I was doing. God damn it.
Jesus.
You walked into that one.
Shit. All right, so we will say that everyone is here besides Rubik. Oh shit, why did I tap that mark? Okay, add to map. Add to map.
Oh, we're so tiny.
Oh,
I
he's just
know.
doing his thing again. You know how he just disappears randomly?
Who? Oh,
Rubik.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
All right,
This is
so
completely
it's
in character.
just-
They're not concerned at all. They'll only notice once he's back.
It's like Ruvik, where have you been?
I saw so many things.
all right.
Cujo
So,
has a micro penis.
micro PP.
Oh god.
All right, so you have these dragons swarming all around you, and I need you all to roll initiative if you guys haven't already. I was just wanting to say it again.
We have.
Already have?
All right.
I got a
Woo!
10.
Yeah, baby. All right, wait, what?
It's so wonderful.
That's what it's all about. All right, so I'm gonna roll Evangeline. 17.
Let's go, Evangeline.
All right, so for right now, Rubik, I'm gonna put you as inactive so you don't appear in the turn order. All right, so here, yeah, let's do this.
Also, where be the dragons?
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot to show them. Ah, shit. Okay, hang on. There we go. I put them on the map, but I didn't like show them. I don't know why it doesn't automatically like show up. Shit, come on. There we go. Show. Come on. There you go.
Oh my. Ooh.
That's it.
Oh shit.
Dear God, that is more than 4.
Alright.
You know what? This is okay. I can make this work.
Oh God. You've got a grenade for it, don't you?
Not what I was thinking, but yes, I do have grenades.
Good to know. Oh, I can actually
Actually, I
zap
need-
all of these in one go.
I can at least hit 3 at once. Or I can hit at most 3 at once.
So,
We should be able to wipe them out.
top of lay round.
just-
Let me go ahead and actually put you guys. There we go. Alright, cool. Alright, so, top of lay round. It is our girl, Evangeline Freya Crescent's turn. She is going to do a, what's it called? Alright, yeah. She's gonna do a heavy thrust. Which means that she's going to make more damage equal to 11 die. Alright. So yeah, she's just gonna hit this person, number 4. $18 to hit.
Oh shit.
Oh.
That hits. And boom. And I mean she gets an extra D8 plus 5.
God damn.
That's 11. So that's 19 plus 11. That is 20. No, that's 30, I think. Right? Am I right? Think right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
30 damage. Alright. 30 damage to the big guy. Alright. And that's gonna be the end of. Actually, no, wait. For her bonus action, she's gonna leap up in the air and stall. So, now it's the end of her turn. And it is your turn, Franklin.
Cool. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15. Okay, 5, 10, 15. Franklin will go here, and then take one swing with his sword at number 7.
Alright.
with fire swords, that's 22.
All right, yeah, that hits.
5 piercing, sadly.
Yeah, that's
Don't
fine.
forget the fire damage.
Oh shit. D4. Hey, 3 fire. Hey, that's pretty good.
Alright, that's-
And then another swing of the sword at the same one.
Shit, I forgot.
Yeah, 12.
That does not hit, sadly.
Second level Shield of Faith on Vesta for plus 2 AC, and that's it.
Okay.
Alright. So you get shielded of faithed. I don't have a condition. I need to make conditions for. I'm gonna just do that over my spare time and just make conditions to put on you all. But yeah, you done did it. That means Vesta, you get extra act.
Indeed.
Alright. And you said that's the end of your turn.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Nix Drake of the Sprite commercials.
Okay. Ooh, how do I want to do this? I normally do that.
This time I'm gonna I'm gonna actually like look at your turn more like actually like look more at your turns because when I was battling for you last episode, I did not know how because I usually don't keep track of that. I probably should because yeah, but I always pay attention more to like how the battles are going and everything overall. That I really don't look at everybody's turns, so I'm gonna look at yours a little bit more just in case again.
You know what? Just for this, I'm just gonna do a couple of shoots. I'm just gonna shoot a couple people. So first, I'm gonna shoot at number 4
All right,
for 22.
that hits. Good shit.
16 points of
shit.
piercing
All
damage.
right.
Oh.
Woo! That's an Avengers level threat. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well.
They
okay.
dead yet?
You don't even have to like. Yeah, he's dead. He's gone dead.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna take my second shot at number 7 just to eliminate a few threats.
All right. Go ahead. Which one?
It's not gonna matter because that's a 9.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. So when you do shoot this person, when you this dragon, when you do see shoot this little dragon, when you kill them, they erupt into this like purple smoky like thing, and then they just disappear. They don't like fall to the ground or anything. You don't even see a physical body. They
Yeah.
just like burn up in this like this thing.
And then I've got nothing for bonus action, so that's the end of my turn.
Alright. So, Black Dragon's turn. Number 5. He's gonna hit him.
Oh.
Oopsie doopsie. Alright. No, we won't do that. He's gonna do a bite attack at you, Franklin, number 5.
Okay.
Well, that fucking sucks.
Oof.
Alright, that's the end of that guy's turn. Okay, I can't see my mouse. Alright, there we go. Alright, number 6. He's going to go over to you, Nyx, and he is going to bite you. Gar. Oh my god, it's a nat 20. Holy shit. Oh, wait, here, I'll wait for... Wait, oh wait, did Nyx... Did he leave?
Oh, I think he's here. Yeah.
The popcorn, I like that. Alright, here, I'll wait for Nyx to... I'm reading what you guys have been putting here for the past, like, session, like, the entire time. I'm like, what stuff might be easier in a tiny hut? What the fuck? What the hell? Moving in another world.
Just in another world.
So how y'all doing? Y'all doing good?
Yeah.
Doing pretty good, yeah.
You enjoyed the trauma?
I love it. Yep.
Nice. Glad you guys
Been
enjoyed
great.
it. Though Vesta reacted differently than how I thought she would have, because I mean, when you reveal that your past lover was like turned out to be a fluke.
I'm not gonna just accept her word immediately. Like,
I guess it's fair.
listen, I'll always be in a state of denial.
Fair.
That's me right now.
What the fuck? What are these emojis? Jesus. Is that Barry B. Benson with Bakugo's haircut? Goddamn. Next when they see Frank. Oh my god.
Let me in.
We'll be right back after this regularly scheduled program, guys. We're gonna take a quick break. Oh, never mind. We have returned. Never mind. I was about to say this.
Commercial break is over.
I was about to say that this would have been a perfect time for us to like grab some snacks or something like that, but I waited too long.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome back.
So what did I miss?
You're about to get got. So.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah. So a dragon's gonna come up to you and he's gonna bite your arm. Oh, actually, no, wait. They already did. They rolled a nat 20. Forgot about that.
Oh fuck.
So does that hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Alright. Alright, so that's that's plus 2, 1d4 damage. Alright. So that is 11, 14, no, 15, 16 damage. Along with the critical hit. That means all these are criticals,
Oh, shit,
so
yeah.
never mind, my numbers are all fucked.
Oh.
So 19, 24?
Plus-
24, I think?
I'm down.
Oh.
Ow, they bit you on your butt, and now you're dead. Okay, so the dragon goes like, and yeah, so it's up to this person's now. All right, Franklin, he's gonna bite you on your ass because he's behind you. Oh shit! Never mind, he's not gonna bite you on your ass. He misses because you're fighting the other guy. He's gonna go up to you, Vesta, and he's gonna bite you.
Let's go for it.
Ooh.
That'll hit.
4 damage.
Oh my god.
9 damage
Total or in addition
Total.
to the 4?
total.
Oh, okay.
All right. And the last one, he's gonna go up here, and he is gonna use acid breath. 15-foot line. That's 5 foot wide. So he can. Okay. So first he's gonna continue to move there. All right. And he's just gonna do it in a line. So that hits you. That hits you, Vesta, and Evangeline. So each creature in that line must be. Okay. Dex save, please.
Sorry, you said that included me.
Yes. Dex save.
10.
Alright, and for Evangeline, that's a 12. And so, that is 20 points of acid damage.
Oh god.
And actually, the DC was an 11, so you don't pass, Vesta, but Evangeline does. So she would take half.
Damn.
I should have stayed within 10 feet. Oh.
Alright. So, after that's done, goddamn. Alright. That is now Vesta's turn. The Vesta, what you gonna do?
Yep. I'm going to raise my staff and cast a Thunder 2, which affects every single one of the enemies.
Alright.
And that is a Dexterity saving throw, please.
From everybody. Oh, this is gonna be so annoying. Okay, I'm just kidding. No. Let's do this. Alright.
I mean, I was about to say, just do a group roll.
No, let's actually roll them individually after
Yeah,
that.
I think I'm gonna. Yeah. So okay, so this is the 7. This is the 22.
Yep, he saves.
Number 5 is 8.
He'll fail.
Number 6 is okay. Number 6.
He'll fail.
Number 9. Did that come up?
Yeah, it was 2 8s in a row.
It was an 8. It was an 8.
22, 8, and 8.
Yeah.
We
Oh.
need number
Oh wait. Oh wait. Okay. So no, I didn't roll for this one. Okay, here, hang on. Let me go ahead and do that. That's a 13, and for number 8, it is a 13 as well.
Okay, so the only one that saves is the one that got like a 22.
Okay.
The rest of them are full. Which is 2s and 1s.
Oh.
Anyways,
Yeah.
17.
So so 7 takes half. So that is okay. So that is half damage is 8. So 5. He takes the full 17. Takes the full 17. 17 and 17. All right. And you got them.
Nice. Can I bonus action pop a potion, which I'll do after my turn because I need to figure out the roll, and then free action smack number 8 with a baguette.
All right. That does that does 1d4 tasty damage.
Ooh. Let's hope for a 4, guys.
Oh.
Damn. Sucks to suck. Not that
Yeah.
tasty. All right. The dragon anyway. Okay. So. Will that be the end of your turn?
Yep, I just need to roll. I think I'm gonna do a high potion.
Meanwhile, it is, well, okay, so, what was it? Okay, top of the rounds, okay, 12, okay, cool. Alright, so, top of the rounds. She is going to come down from her high heaven, and, oh shit. Yeah, she's gonna come down from her high heaven, and it is going to be a straight shot on this boy here who did the poison. 21 damage to Mr. Guy here. Oh shit. And that kills him.
Hey!
Alright. Franklin, you're next.
Okay. Swing the fire sword at number 5.
Okay.
12.
Fails.
Shit.
Oh, I'm
Same
sorry,
one.
misses.
Same target. 21.
Alright, yeah.
I will. Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do. Second level Divine Smite.
Alright.
So normal damage, 9 plus d4 from fire. So that, and then second level Divine Smite is I think 3d8. I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 9 plus 3 plus 15.
Alright, so 9 plus 3, that is 12. 12 plus 15, that is 27.
27.
So that's 27 on 5.
Yes.
Alright,
Hey!
you kill him, you got him.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Nyx,
Death save.
death save. Oh shit! That's a fucking fail. Hopefully you guys can end the battle before he
Gets got.
gets got.
Yeah.
This will be very unfortunate. Okay. Alright, and that's okay. I forgot your death save. Okay, so Black Dragon Wormling, they are gonna go over to you, Franklin. They'll be like, "Rah, rah! That's my friend you just killed!" Rah, rah, rah," which means that Evangeline can get an opportunity of attack, attack of opportunity. No. 26 to hit. 25 to hit. You get got.
Nice.
Never mind. So that means that this guy can't do shit. But this guy can. So he's gonna go up there and eat your butt. 14. Please. Please.
Stuff.
Butt stuff. Please. No.
Butt stuff?
Does he get you?
No butt
Baguette
stuff today.
stuff.
Shit. Alright. So. Okay, that was also not planned for me to say. Anyway. Okay, so it's the next guy. Alright. Vesta.
Yes.
He attacks you with the claw. I mean, with the bite.
That hits.
Wait, what is your armor class? Like, is it? I thought you got your armor class raised. Remember?
Yeah, it's now a 15.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, 9 damage.
That's fine, that's fine.
All right. Vesta Morais.
Yeah.
It is your.
Yeah. Yep. It's an action to feed somebody else's potion, isn't it?
It is.
Okay. Oh, okay. Wait. I'm going to cast Healing Word on Nyx because that's a bonus action.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Ooh, 7. Not bad.
All right.
And then
Go back up.
for my action, I will cast Poison Spray on number 8.
All right. Poison spray. Okay, so is that like a? Is that a
That's a Constitution saving throw.
con save? Oh shit. Okay. Got 1.
Yeah. 12 damage.
All right. Yep.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Evangeline's turn. She is going to. Does she have like a? She has a movement thing, right?
She should have a movement. Speed.
Well, more like a. Can she like? I think it'd be cool if she could like jump over people and like that would be, anyway, no. She since she's not in anybody's range, she's just gonna go up to this wormling here, and she's looking at you, Franklin, like, all right, do you need any assistance here, or you got it?
Yeah, I could use some help.
All right, and she leaps up in the air, and this is a +9 to hit. 24, that hits. 18. Which barely gets him over the threshold.
Hey!
Damn.
Alright, yeah, she spears him with a spear. And yeah, that's it. Franklin, you're up.
Nice. Just rushes over to the last one. 5, 10, 15, 20. And then swings the sword! 26.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that hits.
7. Sharon.
Fire.
Fire. Fire!
Well, you don't have to. How do you want to do this?
Hey! You know that, like, in a very anime way, just, like, hovers just above the ground, like, holding his sword diagonally, and then rushes over and diagonally slashes down on the wormling's, like, skull and cuts his head clean off. The way, like, I don't know if anyone's played Sekiro, but stabs the dragon and then like slowly pulls the sword out.
All right, nicely nice. They let out a loud, and their blood is coming everywhere. And it's okay. That's a weird way to say that. Their blood is going everywhere, and yeah, you get a little bit of splatter on your armor, and they get dyed. And that is the end of the battle. But yeah. So after that, that guy, that dragon is like is dealt with. Yeah. The as I said before, the sky goes back to normal, and you guys are not being threatened by anything, and you win the battle. Good job. But before we actually close off for today, you guys all notice that Ruvik has not made a single attack with any of these guys.
Has anyone seen Ruvik? Hello?
Nyx just kind of looks around and he's just like shouting, Ruvik! The bloody hell are you?
You call out, hoping that this invisible man will listen and answer. You hear nothing back in return.
Shit. What did he
You
do?
don't think he did anything stupid, did he?
Surely not. I mean,
It's Ruvik we're talking about.
He's very reasonable and responsible. I don't know what you mean.
Give me 1 sec. Just goes into their bag, grabs a potion, pops it.
All right, you use the slurp juice, and yeah, you.
Yeah, let's go Mega. Hell yeah. I'll take that.
Vesta, but are you alright? What did the Dragon Queen say to you?
Said a lot of things. None of them good.
Anything useful?
You know, somehow I don't think I got anything useful out of her.
So we just did this for practically nothing.
She played her cards right.
Well, we know one of her little henchmen have the Earth Crystal.
Doesn't really put us much of anywhere. Should have taken the damn shot as soon as I saw her.
It's... I mean, as long as we're alive, we'll, let's not, dwindle on the past. I mean, as long as we're theoretically alive. No one saw Ruvik?
No. You've been invisible pretty much the entire time we were here. And then I got teleported by whatever that child was.
Quickly.
Can we try to link pearl him?
Oh no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, should we try to link pearl him? I mean, maybe give town for some reason.
Before I answer that, DM, quick question. When Vesta was teleported by the Dragon Queen, could we hear her as she was talking to the Dragon Queen?
No.
Via link pearl? No.
It's almost like this void was limiting her, like any communication, at all. Like nothing.
Damn.
Even if she did turn on the recording, if link pearls even have that, you wouldn't be able to receive any signal. It's almost like they were outside the reception of anything.
Yeah, Nyx then just kind of shrugs and is like, when Dragon Queen took you, we couldn't hear you at all. It was like you were out of range, disconnected, I don't know, but if anything, if they went anywhere like where they did with you, and I don't think we'll be able to get a hold of him.
Guess he'll have to hope he can keep himself safe.
Yeah.
For right now, I say we head back to the Ragnarok. Rest. Heal.
Yeah.
Figure out what to do next.
Yeah. We.
Look on the ground.
Oh, wait, okay. So, 1 second. Okay, so before we actually
What the
cut to see what Ruvik is doing, you do see that lying, like I guess, stashed in this little building. I guess this building here, that there is a rather clean-looking journal on the floor. Like it sticks out from all of the dirt, dust, and destruction everywhere.
Nyx kind of walks/stumbles over and goes over to pick it up. It's like, what the hell?
You see, it's a leather-bound book with the name Ruvik Cortis in the bottom right of it, and yeah. But before we do that, we will quickly cut over to Ruvik.
Oh.
Oh,
shit.
Oh. I'm gonna die.
I'm sorry I encouraged you.
Yeah, truthfully.
This is a bad idea.
I feel like it was gonna happen
I know.
anyway.
I'll just tiny hunt.
I.
Alright, shit, wrong track. What the fuck was that? Hang on. Sorry.
Tiny hunt lasts for 8 hours, so I've got, what's 8 times 8? 16 hours of life left.
Where the fuck did it go?
Oh shit.
8 times 8 is 64.
Really?
Yeah. 8
I'm
plus
not
8
good at
is
math.
16.
Oh.
8. Yeah, 8 plus 8 is 16. 8 times 8 is like,
I'm
I
stupid.
want to say 64.
Yeah.
Yeah, 64.
Alright, so cutting over to this. This would be like just a few, like, I guess, minutes after talking with Vesta and such. So, Ruvik, you appear in the center of this, like, dark and desolate place that looks a lot like the crystal tower that you left from, or that you before you left on your journey. This looks like the place that that you were, but it looks kind of warped and distorted. But you appear in this, Kuja, the little girl, and the Dragon Queen, they all appear into this center of this circle here. And that means so do you. You do hear the Dragon Queen say, right then. You've got the crystal, I assume, Kuja. Yes, I do, mistress. Just, right here. Like right here with me. And he kind of taps on his chest. And she says, good. I wouldn't want to mess this up. Meteon, send word to Ishgard. I want them to be ready. Warn the Dravanians and prepare for battle. And yeah, so Ruvik, what is it that you, I guess, you just want to stick around, like stick around on him until you can find a safe place? All right, yeah.
To get the
All right. So yeah, after some time, the Dragon Queen, they're mostly just talking about what she and Vesta were talking about and such. But Kuja and Meteon go their separate ways. Yes, you did hear that Dragon Queen referred to that little girl as Meteon. So they go their separate ways, and Kuja goes goes down this little elevator-looking thing, and walks into a little room which appears to be his chambers. And you do see 4 of these chambers on opposite sides of the actual tower itself. Right then. Now, what is it that I need to plan for? So yeah, he's mostly like walking back and forth, talking to himself and such. But yeah, you have him alone.
Okay, in my little bug form, can I fly over to the door and just like observe the locking mechanism?
You can. Wait. You said observe?
Yeah.
What are you trying to observe?
If there is a lock on it.
Yeah. When you look around, I guess when you go towards the door, yeah, there is a locking mechanism.
Brilliant. Now I just have to make sure no one can hear him scream.
Oh my god.
Alright, before you say that, we're gonna quickly cut back over to see what that journal says.
Oh my god.
So
I'm taking things wrong.
we cut
After everything we talked about, it's kind of hard not to.
Stop.
So, you guys, you guys see that Nyx has this journal in his hand, and do you open it?
Before I do, I turn to Franklin. I'm like, "Hey Frank, you ever know Ruvik to have a journal?"
I mean, not in my experience. I mean, if he never told me about it.
Yeah, this just kind of makes things more curious, because either this could be holding something that is close to a suicide note, because otherwise I have no idea where the fuck he went, or it's got something that I'm not sure any of us should touch.
Yeah, I think maybe we that's. I mean, I feel like that's kind of his like personal stuff.
But okay. So as you're holding on to it, you do feel something on the back of it. Like if you feel like there's something like, I guess, stuck to the back of it.
I swear, if it's a baguette.
Baguette juice.
Damn, that's enough to get.
But yeah, do you want to turn around and see what it says?
Yeah, I'll flip it over to see what it is.
Alright.
More baguettes, please.
Well, what the thing says, it looks like a little piece of paper, a piece of parchment kind of on there, and it says, "Read me, bitch. P.S. More baguettes, please."
Nyx just kind of reads and is like, "Okay, I don't think it's the latter, so... I swear, if this thing is... I don't know what to say, I am too much in pain," and I just open it.
Alright. Ruvik, would you like to say what you wrote in the journal?
Yeah. Okay, it's just scrolled on like the first paper, like the first. There's like, so there's a ripped out piece of paper that's stuck in the front of it that just says, "I was invisible. I turned into a fly. I'm going to turn into a fly and follow them to get the crystal. Don't eat my baguettes."
Nyx just kind of reads this, swears, and is like, "Okay, yep, he went after them.
Wait, he what?
Apparently, after he was invisible and when they were leaving, he somehow managed to get transported along with them."
Oh, God.
What's worse is that it was an intentional situation.
He
had more faith in him than that.
First thing you
This is This is the bard that has been flirting with just about every hot guy we have encountered.
There's
And
a
yes, I
difference
have-
between flirting and
Willingly.
it's not really kidnapping. It's more like forcibly accompanying.
I don't know, Verse.
Not why you went. Yeah, it's a
I-
benefit, but not why you went.
I will say that when he gets back, I am gonna be pissed. But right now,
Evangeline kind of says, if he gets back,
Okay.
Oh my god!
Let's have faith in this guy. He's gonna
in the
get
presence
back. He'll be
of a very,
fine.
he's in the presence of a very powerful white-haired maniac, and I don't mean
Well-
Kuja.
Well, yeah, that's true, but let's not act like
Machination.
he can't take care of himself.
Well, he passes
Frank.
differently in the other realm. If he's gone for like an hour, it could be days before we hear from him.
not only that, his magic may not entirely work over there. Remember when you all walked through?
Well, I'm still
I mean-
applying, so it's fine.
I just
Well, we don't know that.
don't
Just-
think we should doubt our friend. That's all.
I still think what he did was asinine.
I mean, it. In retrospect, yes, it's risky and it's foolish. I know, but
I'm gonna. Is there anything else in the journal, like as I kind of like skim through it?
Ruvik, is there anything else in the journal while he skims through it?
Just his entire past.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
pretty much the
Don't go into
backstory
that.
notes that any like player would give the DM. Just take that, put it into a journal. There you go.
It's just his entire past, drinking, having his girlfriend, make him drink acid and all that kind of stuff. You know that kind of stuff. Let's not go through it.
Well, actually,
Yeah, we're not gonna go in detail. Just like we'll say, like Nick skims through some of it, gets to like maybe barely halfway through, closes it, and is like, "Okay, you know what? The rest of this is not."
I mean, there might be some info in there that we might, need to use.
Trust me,
Something.
it's just that. Trust me, it's not.
Are you?
There is a funky caricature of Franklin in there.
Let's not open this book. Maybe I think.
speaking
Yeah,
of which,
Nick's just just like after Nick's kind of closes it after kind of skimming it, is just like, I can say that there's nothing else that we can gather from the rest of this, and it's probably best to just kind of leave it as is. I think Ruvik just meant for us to find the note and realize that he is now in the company of one of the most destructive machinations in the history of Magitech.
Yeah.
A mage who was powerful enough to steal the Earth Crystal. And a damn demon child.
We have to look on the bright side here, though. We know he's, we know he's alive. We know he's all right. And I mean, we don't know for sure that we can't contact him until we try. I mean, I know we couldn't contact Vesta while she was in the void, but might be different from the world of darkness.
Maybe, but for right now, like I said, we need to get out of the open. We need to head back to the Ragnarok.
Yeah. I just reckon we should try contacting him at least once, and then if that doesn't work, we'll think of something.
Alright. Really quickly, as you guys are discussing, we will cut back over. Ruvik, you do see a locking mechanism.
Okay. Okay, here it goes. He's gonna unpolymorph and then lock the door and just like posture himself against the door and be like, "Hi, good evening."
Wait, you unpolymorph?
Yeah,
Did you lock? Wait, you locked?
like he unpolymorphs, and then now he's human and uses his human fingers to lock the door.
Alright, so first, make me a stealth check to see that when you unpolymorph, that you don't like your feet when they hit the ground, they just like don't make any noise. Or if anything, like the magic, I guess, will like you'll be stealthy with it.
It doesn't really matter.
Shit.
All right, yeah, no, yeah, that works.
Door lock.
What the hell? What in the hell are you doing here? You aren't supposed to be here. And then you can see that green ball starts forming in his hand.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Okay, so Rubik is just gonna like walk straight up to him and like grab onto his like armor, so it's like if you hit me, you hit yourself.
Wait, you're like you walk up to him?
Yeah.
Alright, so as you're walking up to him, he's walking backwards.
Well, there's a wall. Oh god.
You did say it's a small ass room.
Alright,
Yeah.
so he says, alright, take one more step closer and I will let this go. And then the Dragon Queen will be alerted, and then you'll be done for.
And you'll be done for as well, you'll be dead.
I won't be dead.
Also, I can't take one more step because your back's against the wall and I'm in front of you, so if I take one more step, I'm technically, I can't, so.
Alright, well, I'm letting it off. And then, he's gonna...
He,
takes
like, grab his... Okay, he's gonna grab his wrist, if he can.
Dex check.
Come on.
Oh, shit.
It's not gonna cut it.
Damn.
And, he lets off this green, like, explosive. So I'm going to need you... Okay, I wasn't expecting to bring this shit out. Okay.
Can I tiny hut?
Okay.
This is not gonna end well.
How long does it take to conjure?
A minute.
That's not... you're gonna get got before you even think about conjuring that. So...
Okay.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, what? Okay, I didn't get to say my words when I was trying to grab his wrist. Can I say my words?
You done... Alright, you can say your words, but enough time hasn't gone by yet.
Okay, so like when he was trying to grab his wrist, he was like, "Hey, I'm not here to fight.
Then what are you here
I come
for?
on neutral terms."
What exactly are you here to do? And why did you lock the door?
Oh, well, that's just because, like, if it was open, I know you would immediately shove it out me and then I'd be murdered. But if it's locked, there's like one more step between me and death.
I don't need locks to get to my mistress. I could just blast my
Well,
way
how-
through this top of it, through the top of this.
Yeah, but then you would have to pay for all the damage.
This is an abandoned tower. Half the goddamn tower is obliterated.
Oh, it's abandoned?
Yes!
Oh, I didn't know that. As you can tell, because I'm not from here, huh? Anyway. Now you're distracting me. You learnt well.
You know what? I don't even need to bring this out.
And
then he unconjures this, and he's just gonna bring out a red ball, and I need you to make me a dex save.
Holy shit.
Oh shit.
I'm not fast.
Alright, so...
How much HP do you have?
59.
Oh,
Oh.
I thought it was 15. I was like, oh my
Vesta,
god.
I'm gonna cast this from your thing because I don't have it on hand. Thank you. So you take 29 damage.
Oh, no.
So he casts Fire 2 on you, and after he does that, he leaps through the top. Like pretty much the explosion takes you, and it also blows a hole in the top, and he just flies up out of that, floats on out of that.
That's all shit.
Alright, and we will go ahead and end the session right here.
Oh.
God.
Now
fuck.
Ruvik is mad.
we will end the session here. Thank you all for coming out to see this turning point of the campaign. Yes, you all
We
get
get a level
ups.
up.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Our peoples get level ups, and that is, I guess we'll say that this is the end of disc 1 for this campaign. But yeah, we'll see you all next time. Bye bye, streamers and creamers and streamers and weemers and weemers.